between Ibrahim Adam Omar and College of Education Azari and another is for adoption of final written address. Artist.
Absent, my lord.
Representation of council.
With utmost respect, my lord.
Yes.
A.A. Samuel is my name.
Yes.
I humbly announce my appearance for the defendants.
Okay. Yes.
My lord, it seems that the counsel to the claimant is not online right now.
Of course.
If you start talking, I will hear you.
Yes, Mr. Samuel.
Yes, my lord. My lord, it seems that the counsel to the claimant is not online right now.
You come and hear what you say.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Samuel.
Yes, my lord. My lord, there is background noise. I couldn't hear the court very well.
No, I am listening. You are the one speaking.
Yes, my lord. My lord, is the case is adjourned to today for adoption of final written address.
Yes.
But my lord, we have an application before you. Same has been filed.
When did you file the application?
The application was filed on the 27th of May, 2022.
Yes. Yes.
My lord, we are ready to move the application subject to over the covenant. Same has been served on the counsel to the claimant.
When did you serve the claimant's counsel?
My lord, same day, sir.
Is it right for here? Do you think? Huh? Is it right for here?
Subject to the covenants of my lord and that of my learned colleagues, who is not online now.
The claimant counsel is not in court. The question I'm asking.
Yes, my lord.
Right for here. You said you filed on the 27th of May.
Yes, my lord.
27th of May.
Yes, my lord.
You claim that it was served
on same date, my lord.
On the claimant.
Yes, my lord.
From the record, what I can see is that the said motion on notice, the application.
Yes, my lord.
Was served on the claimant's counsel on the 31st of May, 2022.
Jesus Christ.
At around 1:15 p.m. That is yesterday.
Jesus Christ.
It was yesterday. It was served yesterday. Around 1:15 p.m.
That is the issue we have with the registry from Bauchi, because we mobilized on the same date it was filed and they promised they are going to serve that day.
In order to avoid this kind of situation, it will be better if you undertake to effect service. Huh?
Personally, yes, my lord, we take the hint.
Personally,
You take the hint, my lord.
Yes.
Sir.
My lord, counsel to the claimant is online now.
Yes, I'm online, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, Mr. Balamala.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm having an interest here.
I can't hear you well.
Very well, sir. As my Lord rightly said,
We cannot hear you.
my name is Barros.
We can't hear you.
Appearance, sir, is for the claimant.
The network is just breaking.
Mr. Balamala, if you can hear me, you are going to clear.
Yes, sir. That is the hitches I'm having in my head. I tried to connect, sir. I couldn't connect.
You can check.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, sir. I tried to connect. I couldn't. I don't know if my Lord can hear me now.
I can hear you now.
Yes, sir. My Lord, we were just like my Lord rightly said, we were served on the 30th.
Let me record your presence.
Yes, sir. Nasiru Balamalam, sir, appearing for the claimant, sir.
Balamala. Yes, Mr. Balamala.
My Lord, we were just like my Lord said, we were served yesterday around 1:15 p.m. My Lord, the motion is not ripe for hearing now, sir. But the business of the day is for adoption of our claimant final address, sir. And subject to your overriding comments, we are ready to move same, sir.
Why the remote of these issues? Yes.
Yes, my Lord. Yes. We wish to adopt our final written address, sir. Subject to your overriding convenience, sir.
But the defendant has an application.
My Lord, it is not right to hearing.
So what do we do now?
My Lord, in these circumstances, we take what is the business.
If I allow you to adopt, if we proceed to adopt the final written address, the application will be of no use.
Well,
you know what the application is for.
Lord, this is a delay tactics over all this. My Lord, if they had wanted this, they could have filed this application much earlier.
We know, Mr. Balamala, but no matter what, we have to take this application before we proceed with the adoption of final written address. We have to take the application, decide it one way or the other. Then we now proceed further.
Okay, in the circumstances, my Lord, let them now apply for an adjournment when it is ready now. No,
I cannot hear you well.
My Lord, I said if that is what, let them now apply for an adjournment to enable them come. I mean, when the motion is right for hearing,
I cannot hear you well.
Well, my Lord, I don't know. I'm having issues with my system. I don't know. I tried. I don't know whether. I'll tell you. Yes. Yes, I don't know if my Lord can hear me now.
if you are using two devices simultaneously, please switch off one.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Malo, can you hear me now?
I can hear you well.
Very well, sir. Then what we are saying is the motion is not right for hearing. We need to estimate. So now let me grant us another date so that we can properly call you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Balamala.
Yes, my lord.
You want to react to the application, ba?
Yes, I want to react to the application, yes, sir.
Mr. Samuel.
Yes, my lord.
For madam not to greet. I say for her not to greet. Maybe she not.
Yes, my lord. If the claimant counsel intended to exercise their right, we have no objection. But for the fact that the application is a harmless one, my lord.
From your view,
My
from
lord,
your
yes,
point of view, is a harmless one.
As my lord pleases.
To you, it is a harmless application. But to the claimant, it is not in any way harmless.
Yes.
As pleases. Most guided, my lord.
Can't say it is a harmless application. Is it for extension of time?
Yes, my lord. The extension of time is inclusive. Our right has been foreclosed.
So you are right. Having not exercised the right given to you, the court was moved to foreclose the defendant. And the defendant has been foreclosed. Now you file an application for the order of foreclosure to be vacated. You can't have this application a harmless one.
As my lord pleases. My lord will take the hint and we are most grateful.
May we be guided by my lord's conveniences. Any date after tomorrow is convenient to us, sir.
We have a lot of we have already fixed cases for all the dates coming up in this month, except for the time between the 3rd of June and the 10th of June, which we already have declared as a court-free week because of the law week organized by the Bauchi branch of the Nigerian Bar Association. You may have to bear with me to take a longer judgment with that matter.
Pleases.
Given the circumstance, the case is adjourned to June 27th. June 27th, 2022 for hearing of the defendant's application virtually.
Is it 21 or 27, my lord? I'm sorry.
27th of June.
27.
27.
Yes, sir. We are not going to. It's convenient to us, sir.
Yes, sir. Next. The next case is number 2 on the course list. Episode number NICN/BAU/01/2016 between Coleman, Tize, Goji, and 3 others, and Rector Professor Bomoy Umar and another convention. Okay. Parties are absent. Instantly.
Gift. What are you doing?
Who is this? Mr. Peterson. Mr. Peterson.
My lord.
Why are you making noise, please?
Hello, my lord.
I heard you communicating to somebody else in Hausa.
Oh, no, sorry, my lord. I sincerely apologize, my lord.
This is the 7th time this case is coming up for mention without appearance for either side. It appears to me that the claimants are no longer interested in pursuing this matter. This being the case, I have no option but to invoke the provisions of Order 38, Rule 23, Sub-Rule 1 of the extant rules of this court. Accordingly, the claimant's case is hereby struck out for want of diligent prosecution.
As the court pleases.
The third case on the court list is suit number NICN/BAU/08/2017 between Adam Musa Umar and Federal Inland Revenue Service for the Court of Settlement. Parties. Parties. Representation of council. Representation of council.
May it please, my lord. A.A. Akani, I appear for the claimant.
Your Lordship, with respect to your Lordship, my name is A. Mohammed. My name is A. Mohammed.
I cannot see you. Mr. Mohammed, I can't see you. Can you wave your hand?
Yes.
Mr. Akani. Mr. Akani.
My lord.
Please turn on your video. The council was announcing an appearance, but I can't see him. I cannot record him.
Oh my God. Seems I have a problem with my device, my lord. Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
Yes?
Hello?
I hear you, but we can't see you.
My lord, my name is A. Mohammed.
Where are you? I cannot see you.
Hello?
I can hear your voice, but I cannot see who is speaking. Where are you? Ansel, where are you?
Yes, my lord, my device is faulty. I'm trying to rectify it.
No, I'm not talking to Mr. Akanya, I'm talking to the other council.
Yes, sir.
I cannot repeat him without seeing his face. I can't. Is he joining the proceedings from court? I cannot see him. Then I'll come to court absence for the defendant's counsel. Honestly, I can't record presence for him because I can't see him. Yes, Mr. Akani. Mr. Akani. Mr. Akani. Mr. Akani.
Hello?
Yes, my lord.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my lord. It's a network problem.
Hello?
I'm very sorry, my lord. It's a network problem.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, my lord. The matter is for the court of settlement.
Hello?
Mr. Akani, wait for the other counsel to announce Ghana.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do, my lord.
Okay. Okay. My lord, my name is A. Mohammed. A. Mohammed.
Yes.
I humbly announce my appearance for the defendant applicant.
Defendant.
Applicant.
Which application do you have?
We have preliminary objection pending before the court.
When did you file preliminary objection?
I think we we file it. We file it on the I think
Answer. Answer.
Yes, my lord.
Are you conversant with the fact of the case you are appearing for?
Yes, my lord.
Have you ever this matter?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Appear in this matter?
My lord, I'm the counsel appearing in the matter. But last time my colleague appeared.
But do you know the development?
Yes, I know the development because I was in Abuja for the report of settlement.
Are you aware that the case was adjourned for report of settlement?
I'm aware, my lord. We have even.
Why did you not read the code about the report of settlement? You just started talking about preliminary objection, which I think is coming up. This information of preliminary objection is coming up for the first time.
Yes, my lord, we have already proceeded to that one. You asked why am I applicant in the matter? That's why I mentioned this. But the issue of the preliminary objection has been even overtaken.
Brief me on the issue of settlement first.
Yes, my lord, we have agreed with a terms with the claimant, in which we have even submitted our report to our management in Abuja. We are waiting for the approval of the executive chairman. So now the file is before the chairman for approval. Even last we were in Abuja with the claimant, and we have reached a consensus.
Yes.
My lord, we have reached a consensus in which we forwarded the file to our chairman for approval. So we are now waiting for the outcome of the report from the chairman so that we can come back and adopt it as our report of settlement, my lord.
So why then are you raising this issue of preliminary objection?
No, yeah. I'm not raising the issue, my lord, because you asked why am I applicant in the matter? Because I informed the court that
while announcing appearance, you say you were for the defendant applicant. I asked you have an application before the court because, as far as I'm concerned, this case was adjourned for report of settlement. It is coming up for report of settlement. And for the first time, I heard you saying that you have an application. I had to inquire which kind of application.
That's my lord. Most guided. Most guided, my lord. Most guided.
Whenever you are appearing before the court, you have to keep yourself abreast with the business transacted at the last adjourned date.
As my lord,
you are going to leave.
As my lord, please.
Before progress is made.
Most guided. Most guided.
So now, what do you want the court to do in this circumstance?
My lord, what I'm suggesting.
I will take your reaction. Yes.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, what I'm suggesting, we should be giving a loan adjournment so that the case will become once and for all to closure the case, because the matter is already, the file is already with our chairman. So we are waiting for the approval now.
Okay. Mr. Akani.
Yes, my lord. My lord, the facts are stated by my learned friend on the report of settlement is the true position of things.
Okay.
Yes, sir. The file is before the chairman of the defendant.
Okay.
Yes, I urge your lordship to discountenance the position of my learned friend to the further that he wanted to move his application. Yes, honestly, I was taken aback by that application of my learned friend.
Do you concede?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We concede. We are asking for a fairly long time, sir, to enable us get the report from the chairman, sir. We need a fairly long date, sir. Preferably after the vacation, sir.
Yes.
After the vacation, my lord.
Yeah.
We are most grateful, sir. Yeah.
With this, Mr. Muhammad, you cannot divide yourself into two.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Akani.
Yes, my lord.
Who is making noise in your office?
No, it's in the adjoining office.
Please,
sorry, my lord. Yes, let me talk to you. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry about that, my lord. It's in the adjoining office, not in my office. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Given the circumstance, this case is hereby adjourned to October 4, 2022 for report of settlement.
As the court pleases. We are grateful, my lord.
I'm very grateful, my lord.
Welcome.
Yes, sir.
The next is on the course list, that is number 4, is suit number NICN/BAU/20/2017 between Abdul Aziz Salami and 2 others, and Teachers Service Commission, Bauchi State, and another. And 3 others. Parties are absent. Representation of council. Representation of council.
Okay.
Representation of council.
Okay.
Seems there is no appearance from other side. Parties are also absent. Cases adjourned to the 27th of June 2022 for mention. The other notice has been issued and served with the parties involved in the case file. The next case is number 5 on the course list. We should number NICN/BAU/21/2017 between Dr. Muhammad Husseini and Dr. Alhaji Sheikh Umar and 3 others. Parties.
Ninguém quer essa notícia, já deu de uma xícara. By using back option.
Did you bother? Okay. Parties absent. No legal representation for either side. Parties are absent and there is no legal representation from either side. This appears to be the seventh time this case is coming up for mention without appearance for either side. It seems to me that the claimant is not pursuing this matter with diligence. In the circumstance, the case of the claimant is hereby struck out for want of diligent prosecution, pursuant to Order 30A to 23 sub 1 of the extant rules of this court. The next case is with suit number 6 on the course list. Suit number NICN BAU/16/2017 between Mayhughes, James, and 11 others, and Nigerian Railway Corporation, another.
Third parties
Bearing of the defendant's application and the adoption of final written address.
Lord, the claimants are in court.
Hold on, please. Hold on.
Okay.
Parties.
Lord, the claimants are in court.
Mr. Umide, where are the claimants?
My Lord, I'm revolving.
Yes, I can see them as per reading.
Yes,
yes.
We are most grateful, sir.
You are parading the claimants.
Yes, my Lord.
Yes, dependent.
My Lord, they remain absent as they've always been.
Absent.
Yes. Yes. Representation of council.
With the greatest respect and humility, my Lord, Nathan Umide, my Lord, I appear for the claimants.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Owicho.
Yes, my Lord, may you please, my Lord, Patrick Owicho, my Lord, for the defendants, applicants.
Yes.
My Lord, the matter is for hearing of our motion as well as for adoption of final written address.
Yes.
My Lord, upon receipt of the claimant's counter affidavit to our notice of preliminary objection, my Lord,
yes,
we prepared the further affidavit to annex some vital documents.
Yes.
My Lord, unfortunately, the exhibits did not get to me from the headquarters of the defendants in Lagos on time until yesterday evening after I returned from Gombe.
Yes.
So I was able to quickly prepare a motion this morning for enlargement of time to bring this exhibit forward. My Lord, the motion has been served.
Yes.
Yes, my Lord, we are ready, sir, subject to my Lord's convenience and the cooperation of my learned colleague on the other side, sir. Thank you, my Lord.
My Lord,
where are the exhibits? Where are the exhibits?
Sorry, my Lord.
Next to the further affidavits.
My Lord, we filed in Bauchi this morning, so I can understand why my Lord may not be seized of those exhibits as we speak. But my Lord, they were duly filed this morning, sir.
Even the further affidavit is not before me. When did you find the further affidavit?
This morning, my Lord, together with a motion for enlargement of time.
Oh yeah. How can I proceed? How can I proceed in the absence of the further affidavit?
My Lord, that's why I suggested to them in the registry that if they can scan it and send it to my Lord, so that my Lord will at least have it.
Been 2 weeks. It is exactly 2 weeks from the time this case came up last for adoption of final written address. And we could not proceed because you filed this application.
Yes.
Agreed that this application will be taken along with adoption of written addresses. You had the 2 weeks for you to file a further affidavit in reaction to the counter affidavit, which counter affidavit I learned was filed on the 23rd of May, 2022, which you ought to have responded to within 1 week. But you didn't do that. How can I proceed without those documents in the case file? Even when you file, it behoves the Bauchi registry to even scan those documents and send to me this one, so that at least I can have an idea of what the documents are. I can even get them printed, so that we can work on them before they finally send the final copies. Despite with all the opportunities the registry has to make things easier, things are not being easier to us.
My Lord, this is the same scenario we had on the last adjourned dates.
Yes.
The motion was filed the same morning we were to adopt.
Yes.
My Lord, here we are again, a repeat of the exact same scenario, filed and served same morning, my Lord, when we are here before you to adopt. We were served this time
around. Mr. Oecho, you knew that yesterday you were before me in Gombe.
Yes,
Why did you choose to go back and file at Bauchi? After all, I'm sitting and operating from Gombe.
Well, my lord, it was when I returned yesterday that I met the exhibits that they sent. In fact, they had to actually scan it because we were going to be out of time. They had to scan it so that we then machine printed.
So I'm filing it at Bauchi, since you know I was going to conduct virtual proceedings. You should have sent it by road today's morning. It could have been here by now.
Well, my lord, what I'm saying is that it was when I got back yesterday evening that I got to know that they had brought the exhibit. Because in fact, I didn't even have the opportunity of seeing it out until I came back yesterday. So through the night, I had to prepare the further and the motion for enlargement of time this morning, my lord.
I agree. The point I'm trying to make is that you should, when you got the documents ready, you should have just sent them by road.
I stop, please.
My lord, it is obvious that today's sitting has been thwarted again. The whole sitting has been scuttled. My lord, cause follow events, because my lord, my clients are here.
Hold on, he's still on his feet.
Well, sir.
He's on his feet. Mr. Oecho, let me record you.
I stop, please.
You said the motion on notice was already filed this morning. Yes?
Yes, my lord, the motion and the counter affidavit and the further affidavit were filed this morning.
At Bauchi Division.
At Bauchi. And my lord, I told them, yes, and further affidavit.
Yes.
My lord, I went personally to the court and I told them in Bauchi registry that they should scan this thing to my lord because I know that my lord will need to have it. This morning, I told them this morning they can bear me witness. To scan it to my lord.
Yes.
And my lord, I didn't even stop at that. I now called the registry in Gombe again. I told them if it was possible for me to scan my own copy and send it to them so that they can print it for my lord, and my lord can still confirm that also this morning.
I'm not aware of that.
My lord, that can be confirmed from the registry, my lord's registry.
And I cannot add on a document that is not before.
As the court pleases.
As God pleases.
Say your prayer.
My lord,
yes.
In the circumstances, if my learned colleague on the other side is not opposed to it, my lord, this is a harmless application. It's a harmless application. If you want to consider that we can end this whole thing today, my lord, I'm ready, sir.
Can I treat an application in absentia?
That has not seen.
Oh, unfortunate, my lord.
Can I add on something that is not on in the case file? My
lord, it's impossible. It's impossible. My lord cannot act on what my lord has not seen. It is never done. My lord, I believe Mr. Patrick knows the application my lord is asking him to make.
No, of course, I will do that. My Lord, in view of that, sir, I will most respectfully apply for a date. Even if it is tomorrow, my Lord, I don't know whether my Lord will be sitting tomorrow, virtually, or even if it is physically, we can go to Gombe so that we can get this thing done tomorrow, my Lord. I sincerely apologize, my Lord.
Mr. Umidi. Umidi.
Sorry, my lord. Is mindful of taking us tomorrow. My lord, we'll withdraw our application for costs. If my lord will take us tomorrow, my clients
are you ready to meet me? Are you ready to come to Gombe tomorrow?
Yes, my lord. Even if I can't make it, my lord, I'll send down someone with the entire process. But my lord, we are ready. If my lord will accommodate us tomorrow, we'll be there.
Okay.
Yes, my lord.
With the consent of learned counsel from both sides, these cases have adjourned to Wednesday, the 2nd of June, 2022, for hearing of the defendants' applications and adoption of final written addresses. Physically, then Mr. Owechu,
yes, my Lord.
You have to reach out to Bauchi Division and ask them to send the hard copies today.
I'll do that immediately.
Up to 4 o'clock. We'll accept that. Yes.
Please, I'm going to my Lord.
My Lord, the process is already on its way to the park, my Lord. My Lord, the process is already on its way to the park. We are already sending it, the hard copy already, sir.
Mr. Owecho?
Yes, my Lord.
Where are you joining this proceeding from?
From Bauchi, my Lord.
Bauchi, where precisely at Bauchi?
In my office at Yanduka Road, my Lord. Yanduka Road in Bauchi.
With the divisional registrar in your office?
No. He's not. He's not here.
No, I'm in my office, my Lord. I'm very sorry, my Lord.
He joined us from his office.
That you have said, let me see the documents here. This is what I am bothered to get. You should have even sent the document as soon as you collected, you accepted them.
My Lord, the timing was short because it was almost close to when the court was about.
Why did you not scan it? Why?
The timing was short, my Lord, and that was what I even told the council, that the timing was short. He brought we assessed the timing. We assessed
the means of scanning the documents. Scan the document and send to us.
My Lord, that would have been a lot easier, but it was close to the time that the court was about.
I am sitting. The document can even be brought to me while sitting in court. You are making things difficult for us there. This is not the way you are supposed to.
The hard copy will be sent down.
My Lord, we are most grateful. We'll be there tomorrow, sir. We are most grateful, my Lord.
The next case is number 7 on the course list with suit number NICN/BAU/10/2018 between Hassan Garba Katuzu and Federal Polytechnic Damaturu for adoption of final written addresses. Yes.
My Lord, MD Umar appears. Okay.
Parties. Representation of council.
My Lord, MD Umar appears for the claimant.
Yes.
May it please, my lords. My name is M.M. Gumurumi, appearing for the defendant, my lords. Gumurumi.
Gumurumi.
Yes, my lord. Appearing for the defendant, my lords.
Please turn on your video. Mr. Ngumurumi. Mr. Ngumurumi. Better. Yes. Yes.
My Lord, the matter is adjourned to today for adoption of written address.
Yes.
My Lord, subject to the court's convenience, the claimant is ready to adopt his address.
To adopt first.
As the court pleases.
Who filed first?
My Lord, he did. The defendant filed first, my Lord.
Defendant filed first?
Yes, my Lord.
Did you? Why am I seeing two written addresses in the case file, all emanating from the claimant? Huh?
Yes, my Lord, maybe because of the soft copy we sent.
Two written addresses.
Yes, my Lord, that may be explained by our filing a written address as a hard copy.
Are you ready?
Yes, my lord. Ready, my lord. Yes, my lord. Ready, my lord.
Did you file along with the? Did you send the soft copy?
Yes, we do, my lord.
When?
My lord, on 21st, my lord.
Did you receive the soft copy? This case. 21st of which month?
31st of March, my lord.
So even before filing the hard copy.
Yes, my lord.
Let me confirm.
As God please.
Mr. Murumi, there is no mail. We didn't receive any mail. Any mail of that 21st March we didn't receive regarding this case. What of Mr. Umar?
Yes, my Lord, we filed both. Yes, we sent our soft copy yesterday, 31st, my Lord. But the hard copy was filed on the 21st of April.
No, I'm asking for the soft copy.
The soft copy was sent yesterday, my Lord, and it is with one registrar of this court, Khalil.
It's scanned. This soft copy always scanned. Mr. Murumi, you didn't file the soft copy, and I cannot take, and I can't allow parties to adopt the circumstances. We have to take another date and then send the soft copy.
As God please, my lord. We apologize, my lord, for the inconvenience corrected report, my lord.
It is unfortunate that the circumstances warrant it this way.
Please send as soon as possible.
As far, please, madam, we'll do.
Send it as soon as possible. You have the email address. Perhaps you may have sent it to a wrong address. Mr. Murumi.
My lord.
I said you may have sent it to a wrong address.
Maybe, my lord. We are sorry, my lord.
Wrong email address. You have to check and verify.
Okay, I'll contact the register, my lord, to get the proper email, my lord.
Yes, to 27th of June 2022 for adoption of final written addresses.
Ascot, please, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
The next case on the course list is number 8. The suit number NICN/BAU/15/2021 between Bami Dauda and State Universal Basic Education Board, Bauchi, and 2 others. Parties. Presentation of counsel.
With profound humility, my lord.
Yes.
My name is Wu Ailemi. I announce my appearance for the dependents applicants, my lord.
Okay. Yes. No legal representation for the claimant.
Yes, so my lord, it appears that, my lord, there is no representation from part of the claimant, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, we have an application, my lord, before my lord, for an extension of time.
I mean,
within which the dependents will file. Yes, my lord. The dependent will file.
The dependent has filed
counter affidavit, my lord.
Defense processes.
Yes, my lord. And my lord has been duly served on the claimants.
And they have filed an application.
And my lord, in view of the fact that the application is harmless application, my lord, we intend to move our application, my lord.
Which was served
on the
claimants. Is it right for hearing? When did you file the application?
Right for hearing, my lord. Right for hearing.
When did you file?
My lord?
When did you file the application?
It was filed since on the 14th day of February 2022, my lord. And there is no any counter affidavit filed by the claimant, and my lord, we intend to move our application today, my lord.
When was this served on the?
It was served on the same date, my lord, 14th day of February 2022, my lord, on the claimant.
There is a proof of service of the defense processes of the claimants, along with the housekeeping application, which processes were served to the claimant on the 7th of March 2022. But the claimant did not react to the application. There is also a proof of service of hearing notice of today's sitting of the claimant in the case file. So the defendant may move in terms of the application.
As the court pleases, my lord, we have an application for an extension of time.
Move in terms.
Yes, my lord, the application is dated 14th day of February 2022. And in the absence of any counsel, we intend to move in terms of the prayers as contained on the motion of notice, my lord. Thank you, my lord.
The defendant's application regularize their defense processes, which application is dated and filed on the 14th of February 2022, granted as free.
As the court please, my lord. My lord, as we are still making effort to ensure that the matter is settled out of court.
Yes.
And we have convened series of meetings.
Can you come again, please?
We are still making effort, my lord, together with the claimant's representation, my lord, to ensure this matter is settled out of court, my lord.
Yes.
So therefore, my lord, we are concerned to apply for an adjournment to enable us to settle the matter once and for all, my lord, out of court.
Mr. Lame, are you from the chambers of the Attorney General?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
But you are not telling the court your designation. You only mention your name.
My lord, my lord, sorry, my lord. I am deputy director, my lord.
Okay.
Deputy director, my lord.
All counsel appearing from the Aegis chamber mention their designation.
Court please. Court please.
Yes.
Court please.
Arisa. Given the circumstance, this case is adjourned to July 21st, 2022 for report of settlement.
As court please.
Your notice shall be served on the claimant.
As court please.
The next case on the course list is number 9. The suit number NICN/BAU/20/2021 between Mr. Mohammed Adamu and 2 others, and National Assembly Service Commission and another. We hear for the claimant's motion for summary judgment. Parties.
Parties. First defendant is in court, sir. The Lord, sir.
Parties.
First defendant is present, sir.
Claimant absent. First defendant represented by
Margaret Nonju, sir.
Margaret
Nonju.
Who is she to the first defendant?
She is a legal officer, sir.
Yes. Presentation of counsel.
Yes, may it please, my lord.
Yes.
I am Nasir Abubakar, my lord.
Nasir
Abubakar.
Let me see the face.
Yes, my lord. I
Can
appear
you,
for
can you see
claimant.
properly? Your face is not appearing on the camera. It appears that
Okay,
the
can you
noise
see
is
me
too
now,
much.
my lord?
Yes.
Yes, I am Nasur Abubakar. I appear for the claimant, my lord.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
we confirm immunity to Honorable Court, sir.
Yes.
My name is James Ocheche, sir.
James
Ocheche.
Ocheche.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Humbly announce appearance for the first defendant in the matter, sir.
Any legal representation for the second defendant? Yes.
Yes, my lord. At the last adjournment, my lord, there was an order by this honorable court to serve the second defendant.
Yes.
Yes, and my lord, we have mobilized for the service, and we are reliably informed that the second defendant was served again against today's state.
Mr. Ochechi?
Yes, sir.
There are some people making noise at the background from your
Okay,
office.
sir. Let me caution them, sir.
Yes.
Caution them, sir.
Okay. Yes. I can confirm
Yes, my lord.
the proof of service in the case file.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, we applied that. We apply my lord to allow to proceed with the hearing of the motion.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Chichi, are you ready?
We're ready, sir.
Mr. Nasur, you may proceed.
Yes, my lord, the motion before you is dated 26th day of October 2021.
And when?
Yes, 26th day of October 2021.
And filed when?
And filed on 27th October. Filed on 27th, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, the motion press for the following orders contained on the motion paper, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, in support of the motions are grounds upon which the application is being brought.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, we also file a written, the claimant filed an affidavit in support of the motion. The claimant filed 21 affidavits in support of the motion, 21 paragraph affidavits.
Yes.
Yes, the first by Mohammed Adamu, the first claimant.
Yes.
The first by Muhammad. Yes, my lord. Annexed to the affidavit annexes
Yes.
Mark exhibit A, A1, A2.
Mark as.
Yes, exhibit A, A1, A2.
Yes.
Exhibit B, B1.
Yes.
Yes, exhibit C, C1 and C2.
Okay.
My lord, we rely on all the amendments in the affidavit. My lord, we also file a written address.
Yes.
Also dated the 26th day of October,
Okay.
2021, my lord. My lord, we adopt same as our argument and oral submission, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, we ask you to grant the claimant's application in the general interest of justice. In the general interest of justice, my lord. My lord, we are most grateful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Lord, first of all, before we proceed, sir, may we inform the court that we actually filed a further and better counter, and we intend to withdraw that.
Mr. Ochechi, you should have done that before I allowed the council to proceed and put the application.
Yes, my lord.
You should have done this before now. I asked you, are you ready? You said you were ready.
We're ready, sir.
Not ready, you could have told me that, my lord, before we move, before the applicant put the application, let me withdraw my further counter affidavit.
I'll stop please, sir. Hint taken,
How can I entertain an application within an application?
No, sir.
I'm taking an application now. You should have applied to withdraw that process before we even start taking the motion for summary judgment.
Well, sorry, sir.
Not going to be neater that way.
Well, sorry, sir. May we proceed without that, sir?
When did you find the further counter affidavit?
It was filed on the 17th of May, 2022. Just a date before the date of the last sitting.
Mr. Nasiru.
Yes, my lord.
You agree?
Hey, my lord, we don't have any opposition to that.
Stop, please.
the post defendant's father better counter affidavit dated and filed on the 17th of May 2022 is hereby struck out at the instance of the post defendant. Yes.
Yes, sir. In response to the summary judgment application of the claimant, yes, sir, the first defendant respondent filed a 16 paragraph.
Yes.
Filed a 16 paragraph counter affidavit.
Yes.
Deposed to by one Margaret Nonju.
Yes.
Legal officer of the first defendant.
Yes.
Is dated 4th February 2022.
Yes.
Yes, sir. My Lord, we rely on all the paragraphs of the said counter affidavit, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We also filed a written address.
Yes.
Defendant dated 4th February 2022 also.
Yes.
Yes, sir. And we intend to adopt the content thereof.
Yes.
Sir?
No, a council is making noise. Who is this, please? Yes, go on.
Yes, sir. So we intend to adopt the content of the written address, the oral argument.
Yes.
Opposition to the claimant applicant's application for summary judgment, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. By way of adumbration, sir, if we're allowed, sir, with the leave of court.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. We would like to submit, sir.
Yes.
That by a combined effect of section 1.
Yes.
Of the condition of service in the National Assembly. The document is right here, sir.
Yes.
Section 1 thereof. And then section 6 of the National Assembly Service Act 2014, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. The first defendant is the only authority, sir. Saddled is the only authority.
Yes.
Saddled with the responsibility of employing staff to the National Assembly, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We further submit, sir.
Yes.
That paragraph 2 of the affidavit in support of the claimant's motion, sir.
Yes.
Actually supports this point. To state clearly that the first defendant is the only authority. The second defendant that gave them the exhibits was not mentioned anywhere in their own affidavit, sir, as having the power to appoint or employ.
Yes.
Yes, sir. We submit, sir.
Yes.
That the summary judgment procedure, sir, is only used where the case of the plaintiff applicant is very clear.
Yes.
And all the environments show that there is clearly no defense to the case.
Yes.
Yes, sir. May we further refer your lordship to the authority cited in the address, sir? I think page 3 also thereof, the registered trustee of Anacoa Motorcycle Owners Association. Drive home that point, sir.
Yes.
So what we are saying in essence, sir, is that by their own admission, the first defendant is the only authority given the power to employ. And all the letters brought to show that they were employed came from a different entity altogether.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So we're saying, sir,
yes,
that the procedure being adopted here for summary judgment is inappropriate, sir. Particularly as it pertains to the first defendant, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. And we are also submitting, sir, that by virtue of Order 16, sir.
Yes.
Rule 6. Order 16, Rule 6 of the rules of this honorable court, sir.
Yes.
If your lordship finds that the first defendant was wrongly brought, even when there is absolutely no claim against the first defendant, your lordship can sever the first defendant and proceed with whoever has questions to answer, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. That would be...
It's okay. Mr. Nasiru.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, my lord. I think the best. Hello, my lord.
You have no further affidavit in this regard.
Yes, my lord. We haven't filed.
Okay.
Yes.
Milo, sir.
Yes.
We do not know if we can forward the authorities cited to the court, sir.
Don't mind, counsel. I'm making a bench ruling.
Stop, please, sir.
Go through this way, please.
the picture. Yeah, anything. I don't see anything.
It's not from me, it's from them. They're the ones that put up their video.
Okay, to enable him with the way. Let's wait and see. I think he's trying to determine the meta instant.
Yeah, all videos. You are seeing yourself.
Okay. Yes.
Yes,
I
my
have
lord.
carefully, here is my ruling.
Yes, my lord.
I have carefully examined the claimant's application for summary judgment and the response made by the first defendant in this case. The second defendant did not react to the originating, to both the originating process and the application for summary judgment, despite being served. I have also painstakingly examined the first defendant's statement of defense in this regard. Now, it is right that judgment should only be entered in an application for summary judgment where arguing all facts in favor of the defendant, they do not amount to a defense. I refer to the case of Leaders and Company Limited against Kerry D Industries Limited and another citations of light. In the instant case, I have carefully examined the first defendant's statement of defense, particularly paragraphs 5, 6, and 9, at which the first defendant denied liability in this case. And I think these amount to a valid defense in law because there are parties who must be joined in the main suit for the effectual determination of the issue in controversy between the parties here. But such parties have not been joined. The position of the first defendant in this case is akin to that of a desirable party in a suit, but not a necessary party in this case. For the foregoing reasons, I find no merit in the claimant's application for summary judgment and same is hereby dismissed.
Stop, please. We're most grateful, sir.
You are going against, looking at the reliefs being claimed. These people, the claimants worked in the National Assembly as legislative aid. You left the National Assembly out of this suit. Even the clerk, I think I'm having a doubt whether the clerk can be sued in that name, clerk of National Assembly, without naming his biological name and putting the clerk in brackets.
Stop, please.
Yes, you cannot go against the National Assembly, a staff of National Assembly without joining the House, the National Assembly itself in the main suit. The first defendant is like a recruiting house. But the duty of payment of salaries and all other issues is in the main, is in the National Assembly. So you cannot, the first defendant is nothing but a desirable party in this case. All these reliefs cannot be granted by the first defendant. It is the National Assembly that is in charge with all the departments that are responsible for payment of salaries and the entitlement of the staff.
Places, my lord. We appreciate your lordship's study of this matter and your lordship's in-depth understanding of the matter. We are grateful, sir. Thank you, sir.
There are parties who are desirable parties, there are necessary parties, there are proper parties.
Very well, sir.
But necessary parties are such that if not joined, the suit cannot be determined.
Please, sir. Please, sir.
Yes, looking at various types of appointments. Some staff are on permanent and pensionable employment. Some are at the pleasure of the elected lawmakers, like the claimants in this case. So there are issues which cannot be determined until you join the National Assembly itself. And even the clerk, I'm having a doubt whether a clerk can be sued in his name without suing him in his biological name and then putting the title in the bracket.
Please, sir. Sir, beloved, even the clerk is an employee of the first defendant.
No, definition of employer is expansive under the Labor Act to include a person employed with authority to employ others.
Please, sir.
Yes, check the Labor Act. I think it is either section 19 of the Labor Act define employer to include a person employed with authority to employ others. So by extension, the clerk can be employer.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Off record, sir. That's why we cited this authority, sir.
We are being recorded.
We're grateful, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Nasser.
Yes, my lord, we are also grateful for the ruling, my lord.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, having up our statement of killing before the court.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, we should be applying for a date.
Yes.
Yes, to come with the necessary application, having taken hints from my lord.
I spoke of record.
Yes, sir.
Statement, by the way.
Yes, sir. We are taking the answer and we should be coming with the rightful application, my lord. So we should be applying for a date, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Ochechi.
Well, my lord, we'll be guided by the court, sir. It's their case, it's not ours.
You are a desirable party. You act for a desirable party.
Yes, confidence, sir.
I will adjourn the case for further mention.
As God pleases.
Given the circumstance, the case is adjourned to June 27, 2022 for further mention.
As God pleases. So I must get up to my lord.
Welcome. Yes, the next case is number 10 on the course list. Number NICN/BAU/online/2022 between Mukhtar Suleiman Daro and Bauchi State Ministry of Education and 4 others. Yes. Parties. Representation of counsel.
Yes, my lord, I am Nasser Abubakar.
Yes.
My lord, I appear for the claimant.
Yes.
Yes.
Any appearance for the defendant? Yes.
Yes, my lord, the matter is slated today for mention.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, there is no appearance for the defendants.
Yes.
Yes, my lord, and we have a pending application before you.
The counsel is waving his hand. I'm due to a device. We cannot hear you. We can see you, but we can't hear you. Use earpiece. Connect your system with earpiece. Perhaps it is having a speaker issue. Maybe you did not enable Zoom on your device. You didn't enable Zoom app on your device. We cannot hear you.
No, my lord, I can't hear you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Abubakar.
Yes, my lord, it appears the dependents are represented, but they were unable to connect.
Yes.
Yes, in this circumstance, my lord, may we apply for my lord, may we apply for a date for hearing?
I don't know what.
My lord, we have motions before you.
Yes.
Yes, my lord. Before the main application.
What is the application for?
Yes, we have motion for seeking for interim order.
Okay, it's okay.
Yes, my lord.
Was it served on the defendant?
Yes, my lord. I believe it was served.
I don't have the proof of serving in the case file.
Okay. My lord, in the circumstance, may we apply for a date for further mention?
No, I will give a date for hearing of the application and I will make an order.
As well, please.
There is no proof of service of both the originating process and the motion for interlocutory injunction.
Yes, my lord.
As well as the on the defendant.
Yes, my lord.
Make sure that they are served before they are judged.
As God pleases, my lord.
Given the circumstance, this case is adjourned to June 27, 2022 for hearing of the claimant's application for interlocutory injunction. Hearing notice and the said application shall be served on the defendants proving the case by.
We must get it to my lord.
For them to give you the proof of service. Virtual. We are going to take the case virtual. It is virtual.
As well, please, my lord.
Counsel.
Yes, my lord.
Application virtually.
As well, please.
The next case is number 11 on the course list between with number NICN/BAU/11/2022 between Adamu Abubakar Saji and Federal College of Education Technical, Otisco. Parties. Are the parties present? Claimant. Claimant. Parties absent. No legal. Representation of counsel. Cannot send text message. Cases adjourned to.
Sorry, my lord.
27th of June 2022 for mention. The Aaron notice shall be served on the parties in the case file.
Sorry, my lord.
Next case is number 12 on the course list between suit number NICN/BAU/12/2021 between Comrade Umar Mohammed Garba and National Union of Road Transport Workers and others for mention. Parties. Parties. Parties.
No, we'll talk to him. Yes, my right
Representation
one.
of counsel. Legal representation.
Sir, please give me your number, please.
Okay. 0.
With this, please. Who is ML Sumi Esquire? Who is ML Sumi Esquire? You are making noise. This case is adjourned to June 27th, 2022. For mention, that notice that the issue itself of the parties to prove in the case file. The next case is number 13 on the course list. Suit number NICN/BEU/13/2022 between Abdullah Mohammed Tonku and Ministry of Education, Bauchi State, and 3 others for mention. Parties. Representation of counsel. Representation of counsel. There's no proof of service in there, but don't bother to any proof of service. There is no service in this case. Why did you put it here? Why? It is supposed to be at the end of the last document in the case file. Why the proof of service?
cire mutum ko.
There is only a representation from either side, despite the service of prior notices for both the claimant and the defendants. Given the circumstance, the case is adjourned to June 27th, 2022 convention. Prior notice will be issued and served on the parties who proved in the case file. The next case is number 14 on the course list. Number NIC/EU/12/2022 between Mrs. Awadania and Development Exchange Center. Yes.
Don't forget up. When does it appear to see?
What is? Presentation of counsel.
May my Lord be pleased. Yes, my Lord.
Yes.
May my Lord be pleased. C.G. Yelmis is my name, my Lord.
Where are you?
I'm in High Court, my Lord.
Yes, no, I mean, where are you in the proceeding? I cannot see. Now I can see your face. The
Yes,
counsel that is waving his hand, can he unmute the device?
Yes.
Your name, please?
C.G. Yelmis, my Lord. My humble appearance is for the claimant, my Lord.
Okay.
My Lord, may I with humility announce appearance for the defendant? N.L. Sumi is my name, sir.
N.L.
Sumi.
Yes.
Yes, my Lord.
Yes.
Yes, my Lord. Today has been slated, my Lord, for mention of this matter.
Matter coming up.
For mention, my Lord.
For the first time?
Yes, my Lord, for the first time.
Yes?
Yes, my Lord. The defendants have served us with their memorandum of appearance.
Yes.
Dated the 26th day of May, my Lord. And
yes.
So far, that is the only process, and such issues have not been joined.
Yes. Are they within time?
The defendants, to my knowledge, are not within time, my Lord.
Okay, so what do you apply?
In the circumstance, my Lord, we would humbly be applying for a date for hearing, my Lord. That is our humble application, my Lord.
Mr. Sumi.
Yes, my Lord. Yeah, my Lord, our services have just been retained. So what we quickly did was to file our memorandum of appearance.
How can you enter appearance without their services be retained? You cannot tell me this. You can't tell me this. So you have no authority from the defendant to represent them in this case. This is what you are telling me.
Oh, my Lord, I said our services. My Lord, we have authority. That was why we filed the memorandum of appearance.
So why are you saying that your services have not been retained?
No, I said, my Lord, our services has just been returned. That was why we rushed to file the memorandum of appearance.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you well. I thought you were saying that your services have not been retained. Yes?
No, my Lord. Yes, sir. And we have made frantic efforts to meet with the claimant.
Counsel,
yes,
time just concede to adjournment. I will grant a long adjournment so that you can file the defense processes with the housekeeping application. I will give a trial date. If there is any issue that calls for reaction in the defense processes, the claimant can react before then. The moment you regularize your process, there should be properly before the court.
God, please.
As the court please. My Lord, I wish to draw the attention of my Lord to the fact that parties are trying to settle their differences. We have met with the claimant.
This is without prejudice to the right of the parties to settle amicably. Nothing will prejudice the settlement process. I will adjourn the case for trial. On the trial date, you can come with the terms of settlement. You can execute, enter it as a consent judgment.
As the court pleases, sir.
But let me record the issue of settlement.
As court pleases.
Mr. Elvis, do you confirm the development?
As the court pleases, I am not very well aware of that development. I think it must have been within the parties, the issue of settlement. We counsel are not involved.
Okay.
Yes.
No, my Lord, may I put the records clear, sir? Yes. I think he should consult with his senior.
It's okay. In any event, parties have right to settle. I just want it to be on record that settlement issues was raised in today's proceedings.
Yes, my Lord. Most obliged, sir. Most obliged.
We are most obliged.
Yes, sir.
Given the circumstance, case is adjourned to 4 October 4th, 2022 for either report of settlement or trial.
As the court pleases, we are most obliged.
Parties can file and exchange processes before then.
As the court pleases, we are most obliged, my Lord.
The next case is number 15 on the course list, with suit number NICL. I think this brings us to the end of Bauchi matters. We now attend to Yola cases. Council have been waiting at the Yola division. And we are starting with the Yola now. Number 15, NICN/YL/09/2020 between Honorable Justice Michael Bongo Koji, retired, and Adamawa State Judicial Service Commission and 6 others. Hearing of the claimant's application. You yesterday action. Wait. This one. Okay. Artists. Representation of counsel. Representation of counsel. It appears there is no legal representation from either side. The case is accordingly adjourned to June 27th, 2022 for hearing of the claimant's application. The hearing notice shall be issued and served on all the dependents of the claimant, moving the case file. The next is number 16. We suit number NICN/YL/04/2021 between Isa Abdullahi and another and Federal Ministry of Health and 3 others. Parties, representation of counsel. It appears that there is no legal representation from either side, despite the fact that we agreed at the last adjourned date, that was 26th of May 2022 at Yola, that we will take this application. As it is, none of the parties has joined the proceedings. The case is accordingly adjourned to June 27th, 2022 for hearing of the dependents' view. Next case is number 17 on the course list between we suit number NICN/YL/08/2021 between retired Inspector Tanko Emmanuel and First Guarantee Pensions Limited. Parties, representation of counsel, representation of counsel. Counsel joining the proceeding from the court hall at Yola Registry, please check your device. We cannot hear you.
May I please, my lord?
Yes.
MM.
Your name?
MM Ukasha. Ukasha. Holding the brief of MA of Nokwa.
Holding the brief of even in Butcher City. Council of holding brief. Holding the brief of holding the brief of
MO of Nokwa. MO of Nokwa.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Respectfully, my lord. A.M. Babawa.
For the claimant? For the
claimant, man.
Yes, Abdul Rashid.
A.M. Babawa.
Yes.
Holding the brief of S.M. Rilwan. Appearing for the defendant.
Brief
S.M. Rilwan. Holding the brief of S.M. Rilwan.
Okay.
For the defendant.
Yes. Yes. Gotcha.
The matter is for
yes.
However, we are yet to file our reply to the defendant statement of defense.
Pardon? I can't hear you.
Yes, my lord, we are yet to file our reply to the defendant statement of defense.
When were you served with the statement of defense?
It was served on the 19th of May.
Yes.
My lord, we are asking for a date. Able to file our reply.
I will give you a trial date. Yes, Babawa.
Yes, my lord, that is the position, my lord.
Okay.
Start with the reply to the defendant statement of, and we are not opposing the application for this.
Okay.
Yes.
The last case, which date did I have?
Yes. I see Fatah.
Given the circumstance, the case is adjourned to October 10th, 2022 for trial.
We are grateful, my lord.
Welcome. The next case is number 18 on the course list between suit number NICN/YL/13/2021 between Musa Idris and 9 others and Jalingo Local Government Council and another. Parties, representation of council, representation of council, representation of council. The case is adjourned to June 27, 2022 convention. Hearing notice of the issue and serve all the parties responded in the case file. The next case is number 19 on the course list between Ezekiel Danjuma and 2 others and trustees of Nigerian Union of Teachers, Taraba State Wing, and 5 others. Suit number NICN YL 02 2022. Parties, the presentation of counsel. You really serve them with their notice. Yes? Your name?
M. Ukasha.
Yes? Only the brief of
for the claimant.
May it please my lord. May it please my lord.
Yes.
I'm MD Arosoin.
You are
I'm MD Arosoin. Arosoin.
MD Arosoin.
Arosoin, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Okay.
Appearing for the 1st to 5th. Appearing for the 1st to 5th defendant.
Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. No legal representation. No legal representation for the 1st to 3rd dependents. Yes. Ukasha.
My lord, the case is for mention.
Yes.
I serve the defendant with the statement of defense.
Yes.
Not be able to receive the protection.
Yes.
My lord, we have a pending application before you.
When did you file the application?
It was filed on the 31st of May, 2022.
That was yesterday. It's
That
not
was
in the case.
yesterday,
Where did you
yes.
file the
It's not.
Where did
Sorry,
you
my
file
lord.
the application? Where did you file the application?
At Yola, my lord.
You see, you should have asked the head of litigation to scan.
Yes, my lord.
To scan the process.
Yes, my lord.
And send the soft copy to us.
Yes, my lord.
That we have virtual sitting today.
Yes, my lord.
Case file. And there is no such application in the case file. There is nothing for the defendant in the case file.
Yes, my lord. We're so glad, my lord.
Yes.
In the circumstance, my lord, we shall be asking for a date.
Mr. Ukasha. The circumstance, the case is adjourned to June 27th, 2022 for hearing of the defendant's application virtually.
As the court pleases. We're grateful, my lord.
You're welcome. Please. The next is number 20 on the course list. Suit number NICM/YL/07/2022 between Dr. Abubakar El Ishaq and the Governing Council, Federal Polytechnic Mubi, and another for mention. Parties. Presentation of counsel.
May my lord be pleased. M.M. Ukasha.
Yes.
Holding the view of the alleged for the claimant. Holding the view of.
Who are you holding? Whose brief are you holding?
Elijah Ilahu.
Who?
Elijah Ilahu.
Elijah. Elijah. The second name, please.
Ilahu.
What?
It's spelled as L-A. I-L-A-H-O.
H-O.
Spelled as I-L-A-H-O.
Yes.
For the claimant.
Yes.
My lord, the matter is for mention.
Yes.
We have served the defendant with all our processes.
Yes.
And we are yet to receive anything from you, my lord.
Yes. Mr. Ukasha, what are you applying? Yes.
Yes, my lord, to apply for the case for hearing.
Trial date. Are you aware that the defendant has filed a memorandum of appearance and a notice of preliminary objection?
I'm not aware of it.
You see, you choose to hold brief for the council. He only asks you to announce. I even wonder, despite the fact that we are doing virtual proceedings, council cannot appear personally. He still has to ask another council to hold brief for him. Even at that, he cannot give to the council holding brief the necessary information regarding the case. Don't just volunteer yourself to accept to hold brief. Ask the council to give to you the full parts of the case.
You are taking the issue, my lord. We are sorry.
I will adjourn the case for hearing of the PO. Given that the defendant has entered appearance and filed notice of preliminary objections on the 10th of May 2022, and both processes were served on the claimant in this case, the case is adjourned to June 27, 2022 for hearing of the defendant's preliminary objection. Yeah, notice shall be issued and served on the defendant. I want to cancel your note. Ask another question. The next case is number 21 on the course list. Suit number NICN/YL/06/2022 between Nancy Njoku and Elisha Musa and two others for mention. Parties. Representation of counsel.
Please, my lord.
Yes.
Please, my lord. A.M. Saul.
A.M.
Saul. S-A-U-L.
S-E.
2-L.
Yes.
My appearance is for the first and second defendant.
How many defendants do we have?
We have 3, my lord.
Okay. So no appearance for the claimant and the first defendant, the third defendant.
Apparently, my lord.
Yes. Yes.
We have an application before the court.
Matter for mention.
Yes, my lord.
What is the application for?
Our application is to regularize our process.
When did you file?
26th May.
See, it's not in the case file. Where did you file the application?
It was filed here in Yola.
In your, yes. Send the case file, but they did not send the application. You may have to check before you leave the court premises now.
Yes, I suppose I'll do that. The event will be asking.
Yes.
In the event my Lord will be asking for a receipt.
Several staff here of the difficulty of having to prepare courses. There should be at least one staff from Yola joining this proceeding and according to it.
My Lord, I cannot hear what you're saying.
No, I'm speaking with the staff here. Given the circumstance, this case is adjourned to 27th of June 2022 for hearing of the first and second dependent's application. Hearing notices should be issued and served on the claimant and the third dependent. It's proved in the case file. The next case is number 22 on the course list between Dr. Agoso Bameyi and 21 others, and Adamawa State Government and another. Suit number NICN/YL/08/2022. Parties.
Parties are absent.
Representation of counsel.
May you please, my lord?
Yes.
Nenna Oko for the claimant.
Your name?
Nenna Oko, N-N-E-N-N-A-O-K-O, as surname.
N-O?
N-N-E-N-N-A-O-K-O, as surname.
Nenna.
Yes, sir.
For the
claimant.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. No appearance for the defendant?
Apparently, sir.
Yes.
My lord, we have followed all the processes and we believe it has been said that we've not gotten anyone in return.
I cannot hear you. Can you speak up, please? Speak louder. Yes? What are you saying?
My lord, we found processes, but we've not received any from the defendant's counsel.
Matter for mention?
Yes, my lord, matter is slated for mention.
The defendants were served. When were they served?
That was 19th April, we believe. It was filed on 19th. Okay.
They were served on the 20th. So, what are you saying now? Yes?
My lord, I'm not hearing you.
Yes, I'm recording. Go ahead.
Okay. My lord will be asking for a date to open up the case.
Okay. Given the circumstance, the case is adjourned to 10th of October 2022 for trial. The notice shall be issued and served on the defendants with proof in the case file.
As a court, please.
The next case is number 23 on the course list. Suit number NICN/YL/01/2022 between Fidelis Boppa Jabu and the Public Complaint Commission. Parties. Representation of counsel.
With profound respect and humility to this honorable court.
Yes.
Patterson Bake Esquire.
Patterson
Bake Esquire.
Yes.
My humble appearance is for the claimant.
Yes.
My lord, the matter is billed for mention.
Any appearance for the defendant? No legal representation for the defendant? You see, they are pointing at him. Any legal representation for the defendant? Any appearance for the defendant? Yes.
My lord, the matter is billed for mention.
Yes.
The claimant has filed his originating processes dated.
Not mine.
Dated 11 days.
If the claimant did not file, how would you be here?
Very well, my lord. My lord, we have filed and exchanged our processes.
Okay.
My lord, upon receipt of the defendant's memorandum of appearance and their statement of defense, we have reacted by filing a reply to send.
Okay.
My lord, issues have been joined at this juncture.
Okay.
In the circumstance, my lord, we shall be applying for a date for the hearing of the matter. My lord, we humbly apply that hearing notice be issued and served on the defendant against the next agenda. We are most grateful, my lord.
Given the circumstance, the case is adjourned to 10th of October 2022 for trial. Their notices shall be issued and served on all defendants.
My Lord, we are most grateful. Thanks for the audience.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, my Lord.
The next case is number 24 on the course list. Suit number NICL/YL/09/2022 between Motalim Jackson Yiri and Nigerian Correctional Service Adamawa State Command. Parties.
Yes, my lord.
Representation of counsel.
May you please,
Yes,
my lord?
Yes.
Nena Oko for the claimant.
Again.
Nena Oko, NNENNAOKO for the claimant.
Okay.
NNE.
It is taken. It is taken. Yes.
GS Kaigama for the defendant. GS Kaigama.
GF.
Yes, Kaigama. For the defendant respondent.
Yes.
My lord, the process has been served on us, and we have filed notice of conditional appearance and list for extension of time to enable us link with our legal advisor at the national office in Abuja for him to give direction as to who will represent the department, my lord. Yes, my lord.
When did you file the memorandum of conditional appearance?
My lord, we filed the 9th May.
But it is not in the case file.
So maybe it's a mix-up from the registry here, my lord.
It is not in the case file. Yeah.
My lord, we've not seen any application.
Huh?
We have not seen any, we've not gotten any application.
I have no such memo in the case file. There is nothing from the defendant other than a letter.
Yes, it's a letter, my lord, dated 29 April 2022, my lord. And we are served on the claimant.
Okay, it is on the letterhead of the correctional center of the defendant.
Yes, yes, my lord.
Are you a staff of the correctional center?
Yes, my lord.
And do they defend cases by themselves?
Yes, we do, my lord.
Are they by law allowed to defend cases by their staff?
My lord, we have a legal advisor at the national headquarters, Abuja. So I'm resident in Adamawa State. So anytime we receive process from court, we forward it to him. So we assign the process to any of the lawyer he wants him to appear and defend the matter. So, and we have done so. So we just need some time at his own directive that maybe the Lord will graciously grant us an adjournment to the end of this month.
Do you usually represent the defendant courts?
Yes, my lord. By section 36 of section 2 of the Correctional Service Act 2019, my lord.
Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Section 36.
Subsection 2. Section 36 of section 2 of the Correctional Service Act 2019.
2019.
Yes, my lord, the new act.
Okay.
Sorry, my lord, Subsection 3, my lord. I have the act with me. I can read it. Subsection 3, my lord.
Okay, read it, please. Read it, please.
Yes. Without prejudice to the power of the Attorney General of the Federation, the legal officers employed by the Correctional Service shall provide legal representation and advice to the Correctional Service on all matters, including those applicable to subsection 1 and 2 as necessary.
Okay. Ms. Oki. Yes. Oko.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, I haven't seen any of the process. I didn't see the conditional appearance that he made mention of.
Yes.
I'm not
Then,
objecting.
yeah?
I'm not objecting to his application.
They were served on in April. They were served since April.
Yes, my lord.
So what do you want the court to do in the circumstance? The defendants are out of time. What do you apply for? Nena,
Yes, my lord.
the defendants are already out of time. They were served with the originating processes, but they are out of time. What do you apply for?
Now, so I'll be asking for cost.
Why are you asking for cost? Is there any event that warrant the award of cost here? Look, a matter comes up for mention, and the defendant has been served with the originating processes and is out of time, the appropriate order to make is to apply for a trial date because they are already out of time. This is what I have been inviting you to apply for, but you didn't understand the logic.
Oh, I take the hint, my lord. We learn every day.
Mr. Kegama. Yes. Your device is muted. Ask the division. Okay. Yes.
Yes, my lord. I think we are applying for an adjournment, within which we will file our statement of defense.
I know you are already out of time. I will grant a long adjournment to enable you to file your defense processes.
Yes, my
You
lord.
already are out of time. You have 2 weeks within which to react. And these 2 weeks have since been elapsed.
My lord, by the conditional appearance letter we sent, within the time, my lord, we are not out of time.
You are not. You are not. You are appearing on protest. But if you intend to defend the action, you have 2 weeks within which to file your defense processes.
Yes, my lord, we filed within the time, my lord.
When did you file?
We filed on the 9th, but the letter was dated 29.
What did you file?
Okay, my lord, it's just memorandum of appearance, my lord.
Did you file statement of defense?
No, my lord. Sorry, my lord.
Given the circumstance, this case is hereby adjourned to 10th of October 2022 for trial. The defendant may file its defense processes before then, and the claimant may file his reply, if any, to the statement of defense before the adjourned date. No cost is awarded. The last case on the cost list, where are the two cases for Bauchi, Idigbe, I had one, another one, for that application. The next is number 25 on the cost list, NICN/YL/04/04M/2022 between Yusuf Moshud Ayambadi and United Bank for Africa PLC to hear application. Parties, applicants is an expert application. Legal representation. Can you come closer to the device?
Profound respect and humility to your Lordship, I am J. Olu Adebambo.
Your name?
J. Initial. Olu Adebambo. And with me is KB Batodo.
With
KB Batodo. KB Batodo. Batodo is BATHODO. Our humble appearance is for the judgment creditor applicant.
Yes.
Lord, we have a motion ex parte dated 20th May 2022 for the court.
Yes.
The application was filed on the same day.
Dated and filed.
Dated and filed on 20th May 2022.
Yes.
And is brought pursuant to Order 49, Rule 6, Sub-Rule 1 and 2 of the rules of this Honorable Court.
Yes.
And the inherent jurisdiction of the court.
Yes.
Lord, the applicant is praying for the release as contained on the motion paper.
Yes.
And the support of this application is in 10 paragraph affidavit, my Lord. The 10 paragraph affidavit proposed to by one Rose Elkena. The litigation secretary to the applicant counsel.
How many paragraphs affidavit?
10 paragraph affidavit.
Yes.
My Lord, attached to the affidavit are Exhibit A. Attached to the affidavit are Exhibit A, B, C1 and C2, D1 and D2, my Lord.
Exhibits A, B, yes.
Exhibit C1 and C2, then D1 and D2.
Yes.
We rely on all the paragraphs of the affidavit and all the annexures attached to it.
Yes.
So the Exhibit A is the judgment of this honorable court delivered on July 6, 2018.
It's taken. I have already read him. Go ahead.
Stop, please, my lord. Stop, please, my lord. While Exhibit B, I don't know, my lord, I want to introduce the exhibit, my lord.
Counsel,
wants me to
the exhibits have already been attached to the affidavit in support of the application, and they are in the case file, so there is no need for you to introduce them any longer.
My lord, in compliance with the rules of this honorable court, my lord, we have filed a written address. Dated 20th May 2022.
Yes.
And my lord, we want to humbly adopt the written address as our oral argument and submission in support of this application, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, we therefore humbly urge the court to grant this application as well.
Yes.
We are most sincerely grateful to your lordship. Thank you very much, my lord.
Yes.
Compliment.
I have carefully examined the ex parte application made by the learned counsel to the judgment creditor/applicant. The application is hinged on the third order pronouncement made by my learned brother Ubuanya J in a judgment he delivered on July 6, 2018 in suit number NICN/YL/03/2016 between the parties to this ex parte application. Now, a careful perusal of the said term of judgment number 3 reveals that there is nothing awarded to the applicant herein that can be enforced. My learned brother simply dismissed the relief upon which the claim is hinged. This being the case, I find no merit in the ex parte application and same is hereby dismissed.
Thank you very much.
Counsel, read the term of the judgment very well. You will grasp the meaning of what my lord is saying there. There is nothing to be enforced. He simply dismissed the relief. He simply dismissed it. There is nothing remain to be enforced.
Sorry, my lord. Off the record, my lord. We have taken the we read it. We realized that the court actually dismissed 12 million out of the.
I am speaking also of record, but there is nothing to be enforced. My lord simply he said for the avoidance of doubt, below are the terms of the judgment. He highlighted the terms. Number 1, 2, 3, up to 5. In your affidavit, you said all the terms were complied except the third one. And actually, a careful perusal of the third term reveals that it is not in any way an order for payment of goods. And the judgment data themselves, the judgment data itself has responded in the one of the exhibits attached to the affidavit in support of the application. The court simply dismissed that relief. That is my understanding.
We appreciate the wisdom of the court. We are learning more every day. We realize in paragraph 2 that the court outlined those reliefs that were outrightly dismissed.
Counsel, read the term very well. You will understand what the minority is meaning.
As completely.
By that the last case on the course list is NICN/BAU/08/2014 between Abdullahi Mohammed Tanko versus Ministry of Education, Bauchi State. It's a post-judgment application. Parties. There's no legal representation from other side. The applicant is also absent. The case is adjourned to 27th of June 2022 for hearing of the judgment creditor's application. The other notice shall be issued and served. It's moving the case by. That is all for today's proceedings.